Whether you're a new collector or you're an expert in the field, here's some tips on how to keep your collection safe and protect your investment. So there's so many ways to go about collecting. You could open packs, relive the nostalgia of when you were a kid, going card by card and trying to chase your favorite card, such as a Charizard or a Pikachu. Trading conventions are the perfect place you can go to get a huge variety of all your favorite cards that you've been searching and hunting for. There's also so many different places for you to buy, sell, and trade Pokemon cards, such as TCG Player, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Discord communities, and so on. So my advice for you, if you're in the Pokemon collecting community, would be to know the value of your items, whether it's sealed product, singles, graded cards. The best places that I recommend to check prices for raw values would be TCG Player, and for graded card value, I would recommend you going to price charting for your values on your cards. So there's so many different ways you can collect Pokemon cards. A lot of people like to master set, which means that you obtain every single card from a specific set, such as Pokemon 151, you have the Charizard, you have the Pikachu, and all the commons in between. My personal way of collecting is I love to just chase my favorite card artworks. I'm a big Blastoise fan, so I try to collect every single Blastoise card there is. A lot of people like to collect for the value, so people only are interested in what's the hottest, most valuable sealed collections, what's the most valuable vintage, what's the most valuable graded vintage cards. A lot of people like to also collect for the TCG, which is the trading card game, where you go to tournaments on the weekends and you just build a battle deck that's ready to just destroy everybody. So this is for the new collectors. Where do I recommend starting? My personal favorite set is Pokemon 151 if you can find them. If not, we do have them in our shop. Check down below. A set also for new collectors that is readily available. You can find it in most stores, but it would be Obsidian Flames. If you're just starting your collection, there's so many amazing full arts, illustration rares, and special illustration rares. You will not be disappointed with this set. So my personal recommendation to start your collection would be to start with Elite Trainer boxes. These typically come with anywhere from 8 to 10 packs, which is an amazing amount of packs to just get your collection started. They also come with a booklet to where you can see different Pokemon cards from different Pokemon sets. Typically, the Elite Trainer boxes will come with a promo of some sort, especially in the Scarlet and Violet era. If you don't want to go as big as something as an Elite Trainer box, you could always go for something like a booster bundle. This just comes with 6 packs and it's just packs, no promos or booklets or anything. If you just want something that's consistent to rip a bunch of packs. And if you really want to go big, my recommendation would be to pick up a booster box. This contains 36 packs, which is a massive amount of packs. You will not be disappointed, especially for the most part. Most booster boxes contain anywhere from 12 to 16 hits, whether that's full arts, illustrator rares, or special illustration rares. Definitely the best bang for your buck. If you're talking value for Pokemon cards, holo cards really don't hold any value anymore. Things that you're looking for in terms of value would be cards like a full art card, a illustration rare card, or a special illustration rare card. Typically, special illustration rares or illustration rares have the highest value in modern times of Pokemon collecting. So the illustration rares and special illustration rares in terms of collecting is mainly just for value purposes. When it comes to the trading card game, some are very playable, but for the most part, more so the commons and the full art cards are more so the playable cards that you're going to be collecting for a trading card deck, but not so much for an illustration rare or a special illustration rare. Their abilities don't really translate that well in the trading card scene. So there are lots of fakes out there in the community, more so with vintage stuff, not as much with modern cards, but it's definitely something that you should always be aware of, and make sure whatever cards you are buying from is from a reputable source, such as a local card shop, or if it's a card from a collectible store or from Target or Walmart, you're typically pretty safe in those scenarios. But there are lots of fakes out there, so please beware. So let's talk about fake cards. Here's some things you can look out for. There's so many different ways that people go about faking cards. So some things to look for would be the coloring. Usually the dead giveaway is when you check the back. It's typically a really like deep, rich blue color. On fakes that I've personally seen, it's usually more of like a light blue color. I would also feel it, just feel the card, see if it feels more premium. The fake cards are typically pretty flimsy and airy feeling. Another trick you can do is hold it up to the light to see if it's see-through. A lot of fakes are not faked that well, and you'll be able to see light shine through a card, which actually, let me just double check. Yep, can't see the light. So something else to look out for would be the font or the border. Something else to look for is to make sure that the card is the correct year of whenever that card was printed, such as a 2006. I've seen cards that said that it was a 2006, but it was actually a 1999 card. So just certain things to be aware of in that manner. Sometimes the cards will not include the illustrator's name as well. So something for the new collectors, which my expert level Pokemon collectors already know about, is you should always protect your cards. Whether you're planning on holding it for the long term or trading it in the short term, you should always protect your cards with penny sleeves and top loaders. You can even go as far as purchasing a top loader binder. It's going to be the best way to keep your cards protected and safe from weather or people getting their hands all over it. Even if you're just doing trading card game or plan on joining into the trading card side of things, I would highly recommend even at least sleeving your favorite cards for your battle decks. My personal recommendation would be to use Dragon Shield sleeves. They are some of the most pristine quality sleeves out there, especially for trading card game. So my recommendation would be to figure out which way you would like to go about collecting. If you're seeing everything that's going on in the hobby, or you're just getting a little taste and you want to explore more, try to figure out which style of collecting you would like to go towards, whether that be master setting, collecting your favorite cards, collecting different illustrators, whatever that looks like. And also my recommendation would be sticking to 2 to 3 sets to get the most bang for your buck and to make it feel like you're not just collecting all one thing. I always recommend collecting 2 to 3 sets at a time. Whether you're master setting or chasing your favorite cards, this is the way I would recommend to collect. For more tips on Pokemon collecting, subscribe and follow me on my socials, and make sure to spread love and positivity.